Good afternoon, Teach for America, Chicago, Northwest Indiana, and welcome to 1 Week for 1 Day. My name is Katie Kirley, and I am the founder, executive director, and principal of Steel City Academy in the one and only Gary, Indiana. I'm a 2007 Chicago, Northwest Indiana Corps member and a proud member of the first ever Corps placed in Northwest Indiana. As I work to effectively lead an organization through this crisis, making videos just like this one has become a part of my daily routine. Every morning, I send out video messages to my students, my staff, my parents, and our supporters in an effort to create a level of normalcy, to provide inspiration, to tell the truth, and to create that human connection we all need in this time. We are excited to share the 1 Week for 1 Day virtual learning experience with all of you this week. Can you believe Teach for America, Chicago, Northwest Indiana is 20 years old? What were you doing 20 years ago? Throughout this week, you can expect daily videos telling the stories and uplifting our Teach for America alumni, students, parents, and partners. This week will culminate in a live event Thursday night at 5:30 p.m. Central Time, an event that you can register for right now by clicking the link on the screen. We know now more than ever that leadership matters, that schools matter, that doing something every day to make the world a better place matters. And in this time, I feel inspired knowing that organizations with strong values and vision, like Steel City Academy and like Teach for America, will come through this moment stronger together. We look forward to engaging with you throughout this week. And now I'll pass it off to our Teach for America board members, Chaz and Irene.
Well, thanks, Katie. I was actually born in Hammond, Indiana, not too far from Steel City Academy. So I've heard lots of good things about what you're doing, and if you don't mind, I may come back to my old stomping grounds and visit you next school year. So that'd be fun. By the way, as an introduction, I'm Chaz Edelstein. My background is in raising capital for education organizations as well as running schools, and I'm proud to be a member of the Teach for America board for the past 15 years. I'm also joined by my fellow board member, Irene Rosenfeld. Irene, you want to say hi?
Hi, I'm Irene Rosenfeld, and my background is in business, and I've been involved with the Teach for America board for about 18 months.
Well, thanks. And as Katie said, we're looking forward to seeing all of you at the live event this Thursday evening, where I understand that Meg Whitman is going to be joining us, which should be really terrific. What else are you hearing, Irene?
Well, I'm excited that we'll be joined by this year's Alumni Award winners, Justin Pitts and Principal Jennifer Dixon, two educators who are doing some amazing things in their schools. I had the opportunity to visit Jennifer at her school, Palmer Elementary, last fall, and I was so inspired to see what she and her staff were doing for their students. I have no doubt that during these challenging times, dedicated educators like Justin and Jennifer and their colleagues are continuing to find creative and innovative ways to lead our students.
Yeah, there's lots of inspiration to be seen around TFA. For me, the things that really inspired me to get involved originally was, in my years of experience, as I'm sure you've seen, Irene, as you lead organizations, you really see that talent is the difference maker in an organization. And that's really what TFA is doing. We're finding and recruiting and training outstanding talent to join our schools. And every organization is made better by adding outstanding talent. In fact, I've seen the impact of this talent over the last 15 years since I've been involved in the board, where the graduation rates at Chicago high schools have moved from percentages in the 40s to now in the 70s or even 80s. While that's terrific improvement, we certainly still have more work to be done. I'm also gratified by how many of the teachers that we have recruited stay in education longer term, either in the classroom or to become principals, assistant principals, start educational organizations themselves, or even join school boards. So I think our TFA talent is committed, and I thank them for their commitment and their impact.
Jess, I've not only been so impressed with the talent, but one of the things that really encouraged me to get involved is the size of the alumni corps and their unbelievable reach into so many different places in the community. There are nearly 3,400 TFA alumni that are living in Chicago, all leveraging their talents and their experiences to improve outcomes for kids. And I was so pleased to learn that currently 1 in 6 schools in the district are being led by a TFA alum, and hundreds more are working in leadership positions. That scale and reach is really what makes TFA so well positioned to drive systemic change, and that's what makes me so optimistic about the impact that TFA can have. But I'm also encouraged by the way our board members are stepping up to help. In fact, 3 of our past board chairs, Paul Finnegan, Mike Kaiser, and John Harris, have generously created something called the Catalyzed Fund. Together, they've committed to matching up to $1 million to support 2 things: the recruitment of 2,500 new education leaders to Chicago and Northwest Indiana over the next 10 years, and to provide world-class leadership development for Teach for America's network of aspiring principals, teacher leaders, civic leaders, and social entrepreneurs.
Yeah, that's terrific, Irene. And so what that means for us this week is that all donations made to TFA during this week will be matched dollar for dollar up to $200,000. So you'll be seeing information on this in emails that are coming out every day this week, as well as an opportunity during the live event to participate in this matching opportunity. So with that, I'd like to just say I hope that you all are as inspired as Irene and I are inspired by the great work of this TFA talent. These are people all working together to achieve educational equity so that one day all children will have an opportunity to attain an excellent education. So with that, let us sign off and say, look forward to seeing you on Thursday live.
See you soon.